Hey, it's ToastPunk again. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am extremely bullish on Toastcoin. I just got off the phone with a few exchanges. I'm not going to mention names just in case everyone goes berserk. But yeah, they are good exchanges and they're willing to do some nice deals for listings and a few other things. But all that aside, I'm going to tell you why I think Toastcoin could be one of the greatest things that will come up from the ToastPunk project, other than what we already have done right now. Okay, so here goes, guys. As you guys know, I put up a Medium article just recently explaining very briefly what ToastPunk's about, going through the story of how we've got trademark to registered status. So we've got 10 years to basically get our brand up to speed, to build some sort of good value with it. And we are pushing hard as we go along to get things going. For those of you that are using crypto Toast already, you would know how good it performs. We are not let down, as every month has been a green month for us, and it's been great. Obviously, everyone's got different results because in January when we released it as an automated tool, people wanted the for sell function. We got the for sell function delivered, so everyone is playing with it, but at their own ways. Either way, I'm pretty sure everyone is so far happy with what's going on. But on top of all of that, we're gonna make it even more happier because the idea came about to get Toastcoin in as a simple rewards mechanism for that will power the entire ecosystem of Toast. Okay. Now, let's go to the logo first. What do you guys think of this? I think this is great. This is a common emoji, not emoji, but AC text used, which really resembles what we are about, which is growth. And the two lines here is basically showing that we do longs on Toast, crypto Toast. So I like this logo. I think we might use this, and moving forward, I don't see anyone else using this particular symbol here. So that is definitely something that we'll be doing moving forward. But I wanted to tell you why I'm so bullish, because of the way that we've designed the tokenomics. Okay, now just to let you guys know, this wasn't designed by just someone out of the blue. We did consult with a few experts, and we do have experts on our realm as well. This particular one is not a gaming one; it's more a actual utility token version of it. So uh, I'll go through very quickly, but I want to spend a lot of time in the revenue and admission side so we can understand how the price of Toast Coin will be set and will be pushed forward, going higher and higher and higher over time as the ecosystem grows. Because this is how we show value. Okay, I've taken a bit from the Bitcoin playbook on how it's done, but yeah, I'll show you right now. Very simple. The participants, as mentioned before, there's a crypto Toast users, which that's the only way you can mine for Toast coin. There's no other way for you to get these Toast coins. It's like how on the Bitcoin chain and also on Ethereum, where miners that perform these mathematical calculations to conclude on transactions, they are the only ones that can get ETH and Bitcoin, or can mine for Bitcoin and ETH. Similarly, as well, the only way one can get Toast coin is via using crypto Toast. Okay, and it happens at the end of every automated transaction. And as you guys know, there's about 20 to 22 transactions that happen for crypto Toast. And yeah, it's exactly at the very end. So whenever a transaction completes, whether it's a loss or whether it's a win, that's when the Toast coin you will get Toast coin. Okay, the user will get rewarded with Toast coin. Now, how much Toast coin they get rewarded with, it depends on what status or what account type you've got. Okay, which means how deep you are in the ToastPunk ecosystem. And we've built this in a way where it is so, I guess, fulfilling, because it starts at one Toast coin you can earn all the way to three Toast coins you can earn per transaction, and a transaction could last for an hour, could last for a day and a half, etc. We've seen transactions that even happen, or trades that happen, for 30 minutes even, just one cycle and it's done. Okay, but you still get your Toast coin in this example here. But yeah, it really depends on what account you have. So having a starter account, and I'm going to go through a couple of these things here so you can understand it. And I've written all of this down in detail. So you know exactly what TP Gen is, what TP OG is, what TP Genesis all 10 characters is, what TP OG all 3 intensities are, what TP Genesis upgradable is, what OG special edition is, what Goblin Lucky Charm is, what Charm is, what TP Gen is, okay? Everything is in this Medium article. That's the reason why I did it step by step. To explain explain each and everything here. So you can see from the TLDR side of things, these are the 4 intensities, these are the 3 intensities. The 4th one is the special edition. Then you've got the special edition, which I've shown here, the 10 characters, the upgradable metadata, the TP Gen token, the Goblin Lucky Charm project, the Charm token, crypto toast and what it is, and this is the core functioning way how you mine Toast coin. Okay, back to the tokenomics. So as simple as this, if you have, and by the way, we made it in a way where it's a step. So for example, if you have TP Genesis, ToastPunk Genesis, but you have an upgradable, and that's it, right? You don't get to skip to collector. You need to collect one by one all the way through. Okay, you need to link all of this here. Okay, so you might already have something from TP Genesis, you might already have a TP Genesis upgradable, but you don't have a TP OG, a TP Genesis all 10 and TP OG. You need to collect this in order to step up your account types. Okay, and for all intensive purposes, this is to grow the whole ecosystem. That's the whole design of it, right? So you can earn a maximum of 3 Toast coins or as little as 1 Toast coin to start with. Make sure you need to have a minimum 100 in your trade balance. And the reason why we stipulate this is there's a reason for it, okay? We're dealing with Binance, obviously, and we want to make sure that there's volumes and all sorts of things that are attributed to ensure that we get a good value proposition of Toast coin with our, let's call it inverted comma, partners right now, okay, for this year. Maybe Launchpad partners. I'm not going to say too much, okay? Anyhow, it's as simple as this. It's straightforward here on what it is. Let me dive into the revenue and emissions. Okay, this is super important. T0 is, so starting from scratch again, we've got 10 million Toast coins. That's what the supply of Toast coins is in total. Okay, how will it be emitted is this. So it will start with, for example, if we have CT users, so they are sharer and they are starter and above. Okay, we've got 120 users, for example, in the trade cycle 1. Okay, we estimate 1.75 emitted to users here. We estimate 210 emitted to users based on a 1.75 calculation. Now, obviously, some will be lower, some will be higher. So some will have a starter account, some will be diamond account, some will be achiever accounts. So all we've done is we've taken an average here of the achiever account, 1.75. But if you've got a bigger account, you get more, okay? So going back to this here, we just estimated on 1.75. So 210 will be emitted in trade 1 based on 120 users. 120 Toast coins, so a 1-for-1 matching based on how many users will go straight to the DAO treasury, okay? So we go straight to the DAO treasury. And from the DAO treasury, this is our commitment. And this is how we will make sure that the price is sustainable, okay, of Toast coin. Okay, so I'll explain this in a second. But let me going back up here. There'll be 210 emitted to the users of Crypto Toast, 120 to the DAO. So the total emissions is 330. That's a very, very low emission schedule here. So we know that, from a selling pressure perspective, there's not going to be many people selling at trade 1. Then we go to trade 2, trade 3, trade 4, trade 5, etc., etc., etc. Okay. As we said early on, there's probably 20 to 22 trades in a month. So for the first month, if we work out all the ones emitted to the users, okay, so T1 all the way to call it T22, it's approximately 8,600 Toast coins will be emitted to the users, okay? Now still, once again, out of the 10 million total supply, that is not a lot. That's like 0.08. I think, of percent of total emitted out. So we can manage the coin price very, very effectively that way, okay? And this is how we're going to do it. Everything is driven on revenue, okay? The whole Toast coin is driven on revenue. So Right now, we've got revenue from Binance. So, for instance, and why it only shows 7 users instead of 120 users, even though we got 120 users up the top, because many users already have Binance accounts, and Binance does not give commissions at all for those existing users. However, new users, the deal we've made with Binance is 41% of all transaction fees spent by that user. We get that, and this is calculated here. This shows an average account balance of 250 right now. In fact, on our existing data, we've got much higher than this year. So we've worked on conservative numbers. From 7 Binance users having 20 to 22, having trades of T1, this particular T1 trade, okay, having 250 account balance individually, we get a total fee of $1.11. That's nothing, okay? Very, very small, but that's what our fees are, okay? Then we've got OG royalties as well. That's 5%. So say, for example, we sell, I don't know, in here it should be like 0.01 or something, but we sell 1. So we get $2.70 as a commission there, okay? Genesis, again, say we sell 1 at $18, we get 0.97, okay, as commission, because that's 7.5. Irish Oracle, again, it's $9 price right now. We sell 1 or half of a 1, and we get 19 cents, okay? So this is revenue, okay? This one here, $1.11, 270, and 0.97, and 0.19 is revenue, which totals 4.97. Now, guess what we're going to do with 4.97, okay? Once this, because all of this is committed to the DAO treasury, we will then estimate, for example, there is 50% from what is emitted to the users. So obviously DAO is DAO. Whatever goes to the DAO would be in the DAO's treasury. So that won't be out in the market is into people. The DAO won't basically dump that at all. But we know from what users receive that potentially 50% of this will be dumped in the market. So out of the 210 given to users, it could be dumped. I'm not saying that it will. I'm saying it could be dumped. But we are estimating worst case at 50%, which means 105 of these tokens could be dumped. Okay. Now we have $4.97 to play with. Okay. You can do the maths right now. So if we were to buy 50% of all that is out in the market, so 210, we put a market order in and say 50%, we would like to use $4.97 and to buy 50% of all those ToastCoin tokens that are emitted out to users, okay, which means it's 105. That's all we need to pay for 405 tokens. That's what we need to pay to clean up 50% of all dumb tokens out there in trade 1, $4.97, and that sets a price at 0.05 for the ToastCoin token. Do you see where I'm getting with this here? It's basically nothing, okay? Now, although the DAO commits and will pay $4.97, 50% of the supply out there, I can almost assure you there will be an outbidder. As in someone from the OG DAO or someone from the community or one of the ecosystem users such as the market traders out there will look at buying all those 105 or even more at maybe 6 cents, okay? Or 7 cents or 8 cents. Because technically the whole investment is only $4.97 or $5 or $6, okay? So this could be, I mean, at this level here, because there's so little supply out in the market, the token price could actually bump all the way to, who knows, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, right? So if you're looking at 5 cents for 105, okay, it's costing $4.90. Let's round this to $5, okay? You get 105 tokens. If you spend $20, the price of ToastCoin goes up to 20 cents straight away by buying that 105, okay? So very, very quickly, you can see that the token price goes up. But we are not going to consider this here. We are considering just what we promise as the price buyback, okay? Now, transaction 2 happens again automatically. Could be a day after, could be 6 hours later, we don't know, okay? It really depends. So this is how cool this ToastCoin mechanism works. It depends on the trade completion time. So it could be fast, could be quick. And it also depends on how many users are out there, okay? We are just estimating that 10 new users join CryptoToast because they're like, oh, okay, there's an opportunity to mine Toast here. I'm coming on, okay? So 10 new users join. And that's how we grew it. We just grew it by 10 new users every trade. That's all we're saying. In fact, we currently have more than 300 users already, okay? I'm not particularly sure how many of them will qualify, having an account balance of $100 or more, as per our rewards criteria here. So although they can use crypto toast by having less than $100, they won't get toast coin. Okay, so I'm just estimating those here that actually can get toast coin. Okay, so 120 here, 130, 140, etc. Now taking this whole, so the revenue stayed the same. We grew the price of an average account up by a little bit because they compound their profits as well. So very, very small compounds, that's it. We also grew the secondary price of OG up very, very little bit as well. We know that this could grow up much higher, much quicker, much fast because of the limited supply and the requirements to get a higher tiers here. Similar with Genesis as well. We grew it up very, very slowly only. We also grew Irish Oracle up very, very slowly. Now, once again, we wanted to work on conservative numbers, not numbers that are pie in the sky, too high numbers. We wanted to work with super conservative numbers here, so we know how we can manage the Toast coin value moving forward. Okay, the price value of it moving forward. So using these kind of conservative numbers on what we are, I'm going to take you straight to the final periods of when potentially the 10 million supply all will be minted out fully. So that's when the scenario of no more is left to be minted out. When this happens, obviously we'll work out a mechanism for rewards for users, okay? But T839, which is trade number 839, works out to be roughly about 3.5 years later, okay? So 3.5 years later, when we get, and these are the goals, when we get to 8,500 crypto toast users, which is not much. I'm going to say something right now. I've seen many automated trading tools have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 users. So 8.5 crypto toast users is not much. We also see here that the Binance users only. So once again, not all those users are new Binance users. So the ones that come under the referral link of crypto toast is only 510. We also suppose in 3.5 years that the account balance is 1,333. When we know for a fact that if people compound it and stay all the way in for 3.5 years, then this could be probably already in the tens or hundreds of thousands already, and some even in the million already. But even though that is working on 1,333, we also say that, you know, every trade, every transaction, there's only going to be 9 OG toasts at this point here being transacted. We've seen many of that happening even higher than that there. And this number here, which is the price of OG toast, 5,538, which is about 3 ETH, roughly 2.93 ETH. Okay, this is estimated again on what the price of OG could be, based on simple supply and demand economics. Okay, Genesis royalty, same thing as well. 51 being traded every trade at 1,939, which is about 1 ETH right now. Irish Oracle just under 1 ETH and 17 being traded. So the total revenue gets us at this point here 12,232. And we grew down the emitted spill because at this point here we know that more holdings would happen. And at this point here it should actually be no more buybacks, but we're still buying back. The DAO committing the buybacks. So at $12,000, buying 8% of whatever is emitted, which here you will see is 14,875 being emitted to the users. So 8% of that, it'll work out to be a price of $10.15. Okay, so this is the floor. This is how we control the floor of Toast Coin moving forward. You can see it grows all the way from 0.05 to $2 to $1 to $3 to up to even $10. And now I truly believe we can accomplish better. But as I said, this always, when you build a tokenomics model, emissions model especially, you need to make sure you work on worst case scenarios. Okay, there you have it, guys. So I know by doing that, and I'm sorry, by the way, one more thing I really need to add here. Okay, obviously when we buy back the Toast coins from the market, okay, we get Toast coins, so we convert ETH and USD into Toast coins. Now there's a bank balance for Toast coins. When I use the word we buyback, I mean the DAO buyback. Okay, and all those Toast coins that get bought back simply gets put in the DAO. Okay, in the DAO treasury. And I've put it here, so I showed you. Okay, we get 8,500. So as I said earlier on, we get, if there's 8,500 users, there's a 1-for-1 print ToastCoin OG DAO. So we get 8,500. The DAO gets 8,500 Toast coins emitted to it. Those goes to the users. Then we buy back 8%. So in the total scenario here, you can see ToastCoin earnings, ToastCoin converted buybacks. That's 8.5, and there's 1,204 being bought back. So 9,704 Toast coins will be put in the DAO. And guess what's happened with this here? 20%. So I should have actually filtered this out, but yeah, 20%. So I'll do it right now while we do it. So I'll freeze 2 columns. Okay, so we can see it clearly here. And I'll go back to the end. So 20% goes to staff. So now we have about $20,000 being able to be paid to OG staff, OG DAO staff members. This could be moderators. This could be collab managers. This could be whoever it is that works for the DAO. Okay, we've got money now there to pay for them. Then we've got dev funds as well. So we've got 30,000 to expand further on either all the servers and everything else that we've been utilizing so far, because we've got 8,500 users, which means we need to have a big server framework basically to support all of that there. Could be even 10,000 to 15,000 going towards that there. If our AWS deal doesn't run out, we've got a special deal with them. And Google Cloud as well. We've got them coming on. Anyhow, and then from a member's point of view, this is our interest here. To make sure we can get 50% of whatever comes back going back to the members. Okay, I think this is super, super cool because, this is what obviously being a DAO member is a benefit. That's how you get a benefit of a DAO member, right? 50% of all the tokens gained by the DAO will go back to the DAO members. So being a DAO member, we would periodically, whatever we've acquired there, we will say, okay, let's distribute back to all the members of the DAO in proportion. Okay. Now, this is on top. Remember, if you're a CryptoToast user as well and you're mining these Toast coins every single transaction, okay, this is on top of what you get. So you get your normal rewards wherever you are as a user, your own individual rewards, and then as a DAO member, you also get additional rewards as well. Okay, so guys, that's why I truly believe ToastCoin has a future that is quite bright. Okay, based simply on its sustainable revenue model here. Now, people have been asking 2 things, and I'm gonna answer these questions now. The first one is, what is the use case of ToastCoin? Now, although there could be many use case for ToastCoin, many, there could be payments for our own marketplace. There could be some sort of other in real life kind of network style payments again, and so many other things, right? I don't want to attribute anything to it right now because, to be honest, the market is the market. Okay, we know what the market is like. Ultimately, why people buy, or the sentiment of why people buy something right now, is based on the belief on the project and the ecosystem, the community. Okay, if we build this right, there's no reason why people out there will not understand themselves the utility of ToastCoin, which is being the ecosystem token of the entire ToastPunk community. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, staking. I've been proposed by some of the other DAO members. Why don't we do staking? Why don't we do staking for ToastCoin? And I'll tell you why I don't think it's a wise move to do staking right now. Staking helps 2 things. Staking helps holdings, so holding power for users, and the other thing it does is it gives people rewards, right? We are already giving people rewards, so there's actually no reason for stakings here. The mining of it is people getting the rewards. The DAO membership is what you get from the rewards perspective as well. And on top of all of that, there we have these NFTs that if you come in early, or whether you buy on an uptrend, you will be benefiting, obviously, because you're collecting these. Okay, these are all in your possession, and you can decide what you want to do with them. Obviously, you can sell them, but remember, if you start selling some of these here and it breaks some of your account types, we've already spoken to the team right now, the CryptoToast developers, so that it will show immediately for you what kind of account you got. So you don't have to work it out yourself. It will just plug you just go back to your crypto toast. It will show you you are an achiever, or you are a collector, or you are a diamond, okay? And then if you break that out, as in you sell some NFTs or some moves around, then obviously you lose that status. And in your next trade cycle, you would get whatever is associated with your status there, okay? So it's up to people. They can decide they want to sell, they want to do whatever. This is a fully decentralized driven rewards program for the entire community to benefit from. Okay, I'm actually, as I said from the very beginning of this video, I'm super bullish because I love the tokenomics approach of here. Very revenue driven. Where which other project has shown you the revenues itself that that comes in and how it gets used? So all of it gets used to buy back the tokens. All I'm actually going to be really worried about is this, because it's only $5 to buy 105 tokens, which is 50% of whatever is emitted out there, and it becomes a 5-cent price. I'm actually concerned people might be willing to pay $50, or $100 for these initial tokens, which will then obviously spike the price up from 5 cents to 50 cents. If it's 10 times more. Which is $50. If it's $100, it's 20 times more, so the price would be $1 straight away. $1 straight away means we're on a fully diluted market cap of about $10 million for this token. Okay, and guys, that's going to open a lot of eyeballs straight away on the market side, on trading activity sides, with the exchanges wanting to cooperate, and so many other things, right? But let's play this on. Let's do this right. Let's work together as a community here. This is the most important thing. We already started the Twitter spaces going on for the community. It's amazing what has happened, from the Nigerian community to the Filipino community. And tonight we've got the Indonesian community going as well. Even these small steps are actually giving us advantages already. So guys, imagine what will happen in a month, 2 months, 1 year, 3 years from now, right? And on top of that, I got Racer Club to get going next month as well, or at the end of this month with the Binance program and all that sort of stuff. So guys, I remain bullish. This logo is the symbol of bread, the symbol of ToastCoin moving forward. Let's remember it. Let's dive into it. And guys, remember, get that bread. Love you all. I'll talk to you guys later, fam.